Hey friends, welcome back to Maddie's Mine, Christmas Town. Well, it's not really a town. Maybe eventually, add more. But whatever you want to call this, welcome back. Been testing my idea with the golems. Just have one going so far. He's pathing between 4 copper chests that he can't get to. They just have moss carpet on. So this redstone lamp, he walks over this pretty often, turns it on and off, which is cool. And then the copper bulb, he hits this one not as often, but he'll turn it on, it'll stay on for a while, he'll turn it off, it'll stay off for a while. Thought that was pretty cool and random. See, like that time he didn't hit it, now he's going to turn it on. So, I've been trying to see if his path repeats ever. And it looks like it does, but it takes a really long time, and I don't really know exactly how long, how random it is. But, see this dispenser right here? This was a leaf block. And every, 7 to 10 minutes or so, he would step on that leaf block, and then step right back off, and then continue on his path. So, I filled it up, well, I didn't fill it up yet, I put some fireworks in there. And I just want to see, because it happened twice before I put the dispenser there. But it hasn't happened since. Because I'm going to be doing this. This is, let's see, I have 10 more guys ready to go, guys. So I wanted to make sure this worked before I brought you in. But we're going to put them all around the tree now. Spread them out so that their paths are different. We're going to have some that are holding items, some that aren't. So they don't get confused, Does that make sense? Like if I put another copper golem right here that is looking for copper chests, he's gonna path over to here and end up getting stuck with this guy in the little tunnels. So next to the copper chest guy, I want a golem that's holding an item who's looking for regular chests. Because then we can get him to do something else. But here's this guy's route. Pretty silly. But there is a chest here. So he'll come over here. And then every once in a while, he walks back out this way. But most of the time, he just hops down here. Checks the chest that's here. I forget exactly where it is. It's under one of these. Here, it's under this one. So he'll check this. And then this is just a fence post, I believe. I forget the genius that reminded me to just put moss carpet over the fence. But yeah, so then he comes out here. There's another chest about halfway down this little tunnel. Right there. Real quick. So yeah, he'll check that one, this one. He walks back and forth, jumps up and down. But I'm wondering if he's not stepping on this because it's a dispenser now. Or I just haven't waited long enough, Because I want it to be random. I don't want it to be super often, because I don't want to have to refill these too often. Or even just to make too many fireworks. It's more for whenever somebody comes to visit. Oh, I just spoiled everything. Alright, let's get the spoilers out of the way. I didn't show you me building this stuff because it's somebody else's tutorial. I'll link it in the description. Both of them. But we got Rudolph and Santa's sleigh, guys. An awesome snow globe house. This was by Submerged on YouTube. I changed the palette up. I put different stuff inside. But the idea is theirs, and it's such a good idea, and it all fits together perfectly. But yes, I stole it. I made it my own. I didn't really do much with the inside, but it's full of fireworks right now. If you come up here, it looks like we're going to hit the snow, right? But that's just the layers that the golems make, guys. I didn't know this. We can use this to hide entrances like that. But anyway, I just have a little snow mountain in here. Crystals and vines hanging from the top. Sometimes when I look at this, I get nether vibes right away just because of how we're conditioned with the game. But it's just red and green garland and stuff, guys. Decoration. It looks really cool when you think about it like that. But these guys are shooting off fireworks too. Here, I have one extra one here. You know, they're pathing around, setting them off. I had a stack in each of these, and just since yesterday evening, they went through them all. And they look so cool when they're blowing off in here, guys, because they get stuck on the glass and they blow off up there. They don't hurt the golems at all. I was worried that if a golem was standing up here, it'd get hurt. Just watch, if he hits this one. Hit that one, dude. I get hit, but it doesn't hurt them. That surprised me. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to have them in here with the fireworks. But you can. And it looks awesome, especially at night when the fireworks are going off inside there. We'll get some shots of that later. I'll load it up again. What else? Oh, penguin and a villager nutcracker. These are by, oh my gosh, I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I just built these this morning. I had it fresh in mind. It was Gold Robin on YouTube. Gold Robin, all one word, Goldrobin. And then the Snow Globe House, like I said, was Submerge, Submerge on YouTube. Check those guys out. I'm gonna link them in the description. But yeah, just awesome. I was looking for like the best of the best Christmas stuff, you know, because I don't know how to do these things yet, guys, to create stuff like this. I can replicate it really well. I can modify it, you know, but I haven't really ever tried to just sit in creative and build like an organic or like a statue. Like, so I wanted to find the best of the best. I did. These guys' videos are awesome. The tutorials are really simple and easy to follow, and it just, I think it brought this place alive here, you know. It finished it out, I think, guys. And the golems walking around shooting off fireworks and lighting up everything else, that's gonna make it even more alive. And yeah, I changed this. It was too green. I went with packed ice and the crystals. When you walk on it, you get the little song. And snow doesn't build up on packed ice or ice, so don't have to worry about that. I might end up putting more ice. I might have a little ice road that leads to the front door here, just so that the snow doesn't pile up. Because eventually, remember, guys, this snow's going to be a block tall, like this, blocking everything. It'll stop right here where the light reaches. So this will be a block of snow eventually, which is crazy. I've cleared this out so many times. But I love it. I like this. I like building out here. I've already had ideas for other like snow themed builds, you know, not Christmassy, just frozen builds, you know. I added some more candy canes around. What do you think of this, guys? I love it. I love this so much. And then theirs is or like a house color, like wood pattern. I wanted to go crazy Christmassy with it, so I went with mangrove wood and the warped wood, which I think it looks really good together. And then the white floor on the inside. And then when you're putting the slabs on, there was this one spot where it didn't look good having two colors, like two greens next to each other or two reds. So I just put a white in there, and I think that kind of made it pop. And then shelves on the front, guys, I put snowballs in them. Don't know why, maybe because I'm surrounded by snow. But yeah, there we are. I haven't heard this firework go off at all yet, which is disappointing. This golem is not doing the work that I thought he'd be doing. Well, we might have to move this dispenser, and that's gonna just mean I'm gonna sit here for maybe like 20 more minutes and just watch this guy's route, see where he stands occasionally, you know. Just like I said, I want to be able to just throw a few stacks of fireworks in here and not have to worry about refilling it. You know, I'll probably do that like right when I'm consider it done, and then I start telling everybody so they can come and visit. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I didn't set up like a automatic refilling station or anything like that. But guys, you know, seems like we're getting close to the end here. But these golems, getting them moving around and doing stuff, and what I have planned for the allays, which isn't really a plan, it's just some ideas right now. But that's going to take a few days. So this is going to be a nice video with a lot of stuff happening in it. you know, doing some redstone. We're going to be getting some slime block launchers going, shooting these guys out of spots in the tree. I got some wind charges ready to go. I might have to go back to a trial chamber to get some more wind charges, but that won't be any big of a deal. It's right down in my mind. I think I showed you that. And there was two breeze spawns. 2 breeze spawners in there, I think. I'll have to double check. I know there was at least 1, but there might be 2. It's not like the Harry Potter world where there's 4, though. Man, that would be awesome. Maybe in the next spot. I'm not sure if I told you the plans, but fireworks factory and a circus, guys. So let me watch this guy for a little bit, see if he sets this off. I'll bring you back when I'm either going to change this up or when I'm ready to start the next one. Okay, so been about 40 minutes on and off, you know. I wasn't just sitting here the whole time, I was doing stuff. But I had my volume turned up and I can hear when the fireworks go off. And this one was going off every once in a while. And sometimes it'll go off, sometimes he'll hit it within a couple minutes. Sometimes it's 10, 15 minutes, I guess. But then I was watching him for a while. And he was running up on top of this block every once in a while too. Randomly and rarely. Oh, there we go. We got one. Okay. Awesome. I was hoping I'd get one. Recorded at least. Since it's so random and rare. But this is perfect. You know, I'm going to do this all around the tree. Find that spot that they run to every once in a while. And that'll be the fireworks trigger. Perfect. Perfect, right? That makes so much sense to me. To use them to do it. I don't have to wire up any timers at all. It's random and rare. So they're not going to blow through, you know, stacks of fireworks in an hour. They'll actually last a while, which is perfect. Alright, so next up, I think we're going to do a golem with chests. So he's going to have an item. But I want to spawn one in fresh. I realized, you know, if I use the statues, I'm going to have to make them shiny every time to make it alive. But I want to start with some that are, you know, older. So we'll grab some of these. And then we can even, actually, let's just grab all of these. Because we can hit these with the axe and make them weathered and then exposed. And get all of the different golems walking around. Right, so just grab all of those. Oh, I didn't point this out, but I added a... Oh wait, first guys, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I watched Cubfan's latest Hermitcraft episode. And he spent some time learning how to pretty much fly without rockets using the spear. And I've only been practicing one part of it. There's another part that involves wind charges that I want to get into right now. Like, right after this little part of the video, I'm probably going to go get some more wind charges from a trial chamber. Start practicing that. Look what we could do, guys. No rocket. I just got halfway up the tree. Just with the launch 3. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So here's what you do. I figured out how to describe this pretty well. If you haven't spent time practicing this yet. So you need the launch 3 on your spear. We're going to sprint. You're going to tap jump once. While you're in the air, hit left click to launch forward. And then you tap jump again to activate your wings. Alright, so now that I explained it, let's see if I can actually do it. And this guy just lit off another firework. I missed it, but perfect. There we go. Look how far I just got. That's awesome. And this part's a little harder, but... Oh, there you go. I nailed it. So while you're running, jump. Oh, I messed it up that time. Okay. It's hard to do it while talking. So you have to like jump, hit the spear, and then jump again. Real quick. Oh, that was like a mini one. Alright. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a game changer. We have to eat more, but this is so fun to me. Not having to use rockets. You got to time it right. You know, if I want to get to the top of the tree, I got to try to Bounce off one of these lights and get... Oh, I thought I had it. You know, I was going to say bounce off one of the lights and get some more altitude. But, look, I mean, you could just do it like that. Oh, I didn't really much that time. Oh, man, it's so much fun, though, guys. Look at this. I hope you've been practicing with this, because I didn't even really realize that you could do this until I saw his video. Today, like this morning. Blew my mind. But yeah, gonna need to get some more carrots. So it'll be golden carrot farms instead of rocket farms. But man, like coming out of here, I can go like that and get almost like halfway up the tree, guys. 82 from 64 on the first jump. And if you can get some speed and get that second one. Oh, still 82 again. Come on, try again, Maddie. There we go. 107. Ooh, wee. Oh, I missed it. It's hard, guys. It's hard, but fun, and you know, you don't have to worry about hurting anything unless you're holding down right click and you're going fast, or if you lunge right into something. You know, but if you're just flying around with the spear in your hand, or here, like if I'm just walking or running past these guys with the spear and jumping by them, it does nothing. It's not gonna hurt them. But if I did it like this and went past them, it would. Heater pause. So I've been working with the copper golems for a few weeks now. Never had one die to fall damage. So right now, guys, I don't know what happened. Oh, I had wind charges in here. It was launching him up. He got kind of stuck going up and down. And then he just died. I don't know. Was it impact damage maybe and not fall damage? I don't know what just happened, guys. I've never seen one die. I've had them sitting there bouncing on the slime things over and over and over again. I started working with them in the nether, and I was launching them from wind charge launchers, you know, 120 blocks up, over and over and over again, and they were landing and walking back into it and launching up again, and they never died. And this guy just died. Did they change something that I missed? I don't know. I don't understand. But yeah, I was kind of struggling with this anyway. I couldn't get it to line up right. He kept getting stuck. Oh, I'm all out of wind charges now too. So yeah, I don't know if wind charges is going to be a viable option for this. It doesn't really fit the Christmas vibe either to have those explosions going off constantly. You know what I mean? So maybe we do a slime block launcher. Something like that. I think slime block launcher probably. But now with this, you know, them taking damage thing, I don't understand. But anyway, yeah, I just started setting this up and I was seeing how the wind charge, you know, when it did work, it was really cool because it launched him up really high and he would land like right around here or here. So, and then he would just path right back up. Come through here, come check this chest. Come over here. I think I had, no, I don't have another one in here yet. But yeah, and then he would, you know, make his way back up. He'd come up here and check this one. Kind of stand here. I was just about getting ready to add another route for him here. So he would maybe go down and come through the launcher this way so he would stop getting stuck. But then that happened. So I brought you guys in because I'm confused, and you know, I was going to run a few tests, and when I had something that was working good, I was going to bring you in and we were going to build it out. And then maybe do a couple more, but yeah, bad news for the breeze, the wind charges. I don't know if it was just those, or like I said, maybe they Maybe they changed something that I missed with their damage they take. Or that was just a different type of damage, you know, the collision damage or something. Poor guy. Oh, yeah. Well, we lost one, guys. Sad. But we're not going to give up. We're going to figure out what happened. You know, we'll just switch it up to the slime block launcher because I do like the idea of them getting bounced up. It looked really cool. I wish we could get them that high with the slime block launcher, but I don't think so. Not from my tests, at least. Maybe one of you guys knows how. Maybe there's like a combination, like double slime block jump or something that'll shoot them even farther. I don't know. Now I kind of want to get some more breeze rods and try that out and like see what happened, guys. I don't understand. Was it maybe just leaves? Like he was, you know, he was getting launched up and sometimes he was getting stuck right here and just smacking into this real hard. Is that what killed him? I don't know. Bring you back in a bit when I figure out what I'm going to do. Alright guys, this is what I got so far. A golem buddy. Somehow he's going to get up here. I haven't figured that part out yet. But he's going to walk this way. Go right through here. He's going to hit this pressure plate. Which I haven't finished wiring it yet. But it's going to be maybe a 30-second delay. Before it activates this piston here first. So I'm basically doing the same setup that we did at the present over there. You know, since I can't use the wind charges, we're going to the slime launcher. And I need to give myself a little bridge. There we go. Okay, so our buddy, you know, after he gets launched, he's going to end up down there. He's going to work his way either up and back here, or maybe down and then up back here. You know, we'll make him path all the way. And then he's going to trap himself, just like those guys did in the present. And, oh, hey buddy, I'm trapped with you now. You know, he's fooled by this. He falls in. He's trying to get to this chest over here because he has the glowstone. And then, so after that one pushes him up, just like over here, this one is going to push him forward. And you know, I kind of measured over here how far they go. And I'm hoping he lands right around here, guys. There's a chance it might launch him off. And if that happens, then we might just have to extend this out a little bit to catch him. Or we make him path back up from down here. You know, I could hide a chest right here under the carpet. He'll come up here. Maybe hide one here under some carpet. And then in here we could put some stairs that he walks up to the next level. Or to the correct level. To trap himself again. I don't know. You know, I haven't figured that out. But I want to bring you back just to kind of show you what I'm planning. You know, it took me a while to figure this out. Got kind of bored of thinking of it, and I went and did some other stuff. But I think we got it figured out, right, buddy? So I have to look up like a 30-second timer. I don't think I need a etho hopper clock for this one. I might be able to just do like a comparator clock. Comparator timer, whatever they're called. Pulse extender. I don't know. But yeah. It's gonna be the same as over here. Because remember, when they fall in, see how he's still bouncing? You just need a delay from when he triggers that signal to when he stops bouncing. So I think it usually takes them like 10 or 15 seconds. But I figure 30 seconds to be safe. You know, so I'm going to look up like a 25-30 second timer. Get that wired up. So that when he traps himself, or when he hits this, like you see it sends a signal here. Down there. We're going to go from here over to the timer here. And then to this piston first. And then I'll branch it off and go up to the other piston, which is up. Yeah, I actually already started. So, yeah, timer here. And then one signal goes up to this on a delay. I'm going to have to figure out that delay exactly again. I forget what it was. I think it's It was like one repeater on 4 ticks and one on 3 ticks, maybe. That was the perfect time to get the golem up right in front of that other piston, and then you shoot him forward. But we can, you know, mess around with the timer and get that figured out after we get it all set up. So yeah, I'll bring you back once I get this timer figured out. I'm not gonna waste your time with 30 minutes of me putting comparators in the wrong direction and then having nothing work and beating my head and then asking friends for help, and yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, I figured this would be the best way because then he's hitting the signal on his own. I don't have to worry about a timer in case he has like a long circuitous route, you know, or a random route that might take different amounts of time. This way it's just, hey, you know, 20 seconds after he traps himself, he gets launched and the whole thing starts over again. I think that's the way to do this one. But yeah, and remember guys, this is only the second golem. I got plans to do more all around the tree. Well, let's see, time permitting. Because, you know, honestly, like the back of the tree over here, maybe that's something we save for next year. Me and the guys are already talking. Like, I didn't really give them a lot of time to plan things out, you know. But we could turn this into a whole village, guys. I'll just have a path that comes around. Maybe just extend this path that's here. Have it fork off and go both directions around the tree. Ring the whole thing with packed ice. Crystals. So that's a lot of farming just to get all of that. You know, but you'll have a nice path that goes all the way around. We're talking about maybe putting a big Viking longhouse here with a big fire pit in the middle for meetings and stuff. You know, more little houses. Maybe farms or anything, guys. Gingerbread house. Like, it's a Christmas town. You can put anything here. We could always change this stuff up too if we don't like the fact that it's, you know, from a tutorial. But I think stuff like that's okay. Like, we build farms from tutorials, right? Not everybody designs their own farm every time. Sometimes you want the best, most efficient farm. And as far as I could tell, I did a lot of searching, guys. This was the coolest, best Christmas idea stuff in Minecraft that I could find. The snow globe, the villager nutcracker is so cool to me. I love it. The penguin guy. Rudolph and Santa's sleigh? Come on, it's perfect, right? So, I don't feel bad about using tutorials. The snowman here. Man, sometimes you just have to use the best. And other people make the best things sometimes, guys. So it's okay to copy off of them, be inspired by them. You know, just make sure you give them credit, which I try to do. But it's really hard sometimes because you're just looking through pictures like crazy. You know, looking for inspiration, and you got to remember to start writing down everybody's names, getting tags ready for everything. Like this one, forget what this was. This was it looked like somebody made the big star from Mario. You know, with a like it was rainbow colored with a smiley face on it, and I just modified that to just be a plain star. And then theirs was just one layer, one dimension. So I made it 2, and then you could see the middle part, so I put another row of lamps all around the middle. That's what kind of gives it that cool shape, I think. Yeah, and I tried a different couple things in the middle. It looks really good with gold, too. But then I had a dark spot in the center of the star. And I tried, like, lighting that up with other things, and it just didn't really look as good. Unless you, like, maybe covered the whole thing with glow lichen. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna look up some timers. Ooh, we caught that guy. Awesome. Oh yeah, you can launch with the spear off of the gas too, guys. Oh, I messed it up. See if I can get back up there on him. Yeah, and as long as you click like when you're inside of him, you're not gonna hurt him. You're not gonna like accidentally go like this, you know, and arm your spear. But let's see if I can do it. Yeah, look at that. Get a nice launch off of him. Alright guys, I'll be back. Hey, good morning friends. It's been oops. There we go. It's been a few days, IRL. Honestly, it's been a rough few days. Personal stuff. I wasn't able to record. But I did grind some stuff out, guys. I think I got the tree all finished up. You know, I'm happy with where it's at least. If we think of more stuff to add, you know, we can always build it out more for next year. But first, we're going to start with where everyone's going to start when they make their way out to Christmas Craft. My beautiful nether bridge here. Don't judge me, it's not finished because all the guys just voted on a nether hallway design like yesterday. So I didn't want to build the whole thing out and then have to change it all, you know, when they voted on a design. So I just gave people like a nice, clear, safe path, mostly safe path. There is a mob switch here, so there shouldn't be anything spawning around the portal. But speaking of the portal, this is what I came up with. Tried to make it look like a little present. Candy canes. Got the same type of ceiling as in the room when you cross over, and a snow floor. And I made use of those snow layers, guys. I just made some steps. You know, you don't have to step up at all. I knew these things would come in useful. I'm gonna start doing this a lot more. All right, so I changed up a couple things. The Winter Wonderland song, as much as I liked it, you know, it's cute, very Christmassy. Depending on everyone's lag, people were hearing different things. You know, sometimes the song would play perfectly, but most of the time it would be skipping and jumping around and stuff for them. And, you know, I guess this is just one of those things you learn. I've never played on a realm before, so the note block songs, I guess, they're really dependent on people's lag. So, before I realized that, I had actually planned on changing it out and putting a bigger song down here. So I cleared the whole thing out, guys. This whole side. Put the whole floor in. Then I ran a couple tests and I figured out that the note blocks just were not playing for people. So I got rid of all of that. Still have some of the stuff in here, note blocks. But yeah, so that's a little disappointing. But we had to, you know, make it so it works for everybody. I don't want people to walk in here and then just hear a bunch of random notes that don't make sense at all, right? That's not good. Okay, so when they come up here, beware of Grinch, snowball, self-defense permitted. Just in case people don't have that idea of grabbing a snowball and throwing it back at this guy. There's a sign letting them know that it's okay. And just in case anybody was confused, mine entrance here. That's all that's changed right here. But I'm not sure how much of this you've seen. I have to go back and watch the footage. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys all of this already, because I remember talking about how I looked for like the best of the best Christmas stuff. So it is daytime now. I'm gonna record all of this at night so you can see everything. But what did I change in here? Oh, well, I loaded it up with fireworks so we can see all of those going off. And I didn't know that you could use shears on snowmen. I never knew this, guys, and it gives them this awesome face. And the only reason I learned this was I was watching Nice Life, that Life series show, that the little special that was just out, and that was one of the questions, and people were talking about how it gives them a goofy face. So we got two of those guys in here, one pumpkin head, and they're just walking around setting off these fireworks all day. And I have like 4 stacks of each in all of the dispensers, so excuse me, sir. It should last for quite a little while before anybody has to refill them. Random cookie for Santa. Okay. Oh, that's where I had all the fireworks in there. Wait, cookies? Oh no, there's an LA. Where is he at? There, buddy. You are not supposed to be. Why are there cookies way over here? What is going on? Did you try to throw me those or okay, anyway. The LAs. This is something that I struggled with, guys, for a while. It was very frustrating. You hear the little Jingle Bells song. That's supposed to be for them, the target. But if I'm in the area, sometimes they just meander down to me, you know, and they forget about their note block, so it doesn't work perfectly. But the idea was 2 of the golems that I added are pathing around up here looking for these chests. And they randomly step on There's 6 of them around here. Oh, wait, nope, that's not one. Gosh. Okay, here we go. See this pressure plate? All of the crimson pressure plates are on droppers full of cookies. So they will randomly step on this, which spits out a cookie. You know, they're kind of mostly on this side of the tree. I didn't really want the allays flying around in the back because you can't see them. But, you know, they spit out cookies every once in a while. The allays were flying around. That was working perfectly. But sometimes, like I said, they just get disconnected from their note block and they don't want to throw it at that. Which I figured out a pretty cool way to make that happen. Like, you can't see the note blocks. And I can't see the note blocks. I have to find them. Okay. Okay, hold on. So, where is that at? Oh, here we go. Okay, right here. So, the note block song is right behind these shelves. And the allays will target that note block, the first one, and they'll throw their stuff at it. So, there are a bunch of cookies that got collected already. You know, I had like 3 stacks in each of the droppers. I was going to refill them all for everybody. But this actually ended up working. I thought we might have to have the note block. See, he just threw the cookies in there. He's trying to. And just like with a regular note block system, sometimes the stuff gets stuck on top. But every once in a while, he's going to throw it in perfectly, and it's going to. There you go. See, they all just got sucked up. So, you know, I mean, I guess as proof of concept that works. I probably have to just set everything up a little bit better, maybe cut off certain pathways that they might have, you know, or keep them a little farther away so that if I'm down here, they don't lock onto me. Huh. And I want to test this with somebody else coming here without me being around. Because then the allay should just do their thing, right? They shouldn't even worry about the other person at all. If I'm the one who gave him the item. But, I don't know. I've never tested allays much on a multiplayer realm. Okay, so this guy got him launching out of the slime. I think the last thing that we talked about was how one of these guys died in here. Oops, I'm stuck down there now. Oh, hey, buddy. We're stuck in here together. Yeah, one of these guys, our test buddy, didn't make it. You know, a collision damage, I think, is what it ended up being. But I got him figured out. He just walks around with this honeycomb. You know, I was going to switch it out for glowstone or something, but I had honeycomb on me, and it looks kind of cool having him walk around. Like maybe he's looking for the other elves to wax him up so they can keep working. But yeah, he'll get launched out here. I had to expand the tree a bunch to catch him because he was flying down there. What else did I do with these guys? Oh. Pause 1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that. One of my pups is not doing good, guys. I have to keep an eye on her and check on her often. Anyway. So, cookie monsters are throwing their cookies there. Golems. So, I tried for a while, like for too long. I was ripping up the tree. I have little secret rooms hidden in the trees. I was trying to like isolate the golem's paths. But right when I added a third golem down here on the tree, even though he didn't have the chest that this guy was looking for, like he was looking for copper chests, he would end up all the way over here. And it was messing this guy's path up. He was ended up like in the middle and falling and stuff. Like it just I thought I had these golems figured out, like how many blocks apart their chests have to be. But in a weird situation like this, they'll target one that's like 40 blocks away, guys. And it was messing everything up. I had to keep like carrying them back up here on a lead and resetting them, and I just couldn't get something that worked. But then I ended up just moving them up a bunch. So I got 2 more guys. They are both looking for a copper chest, so they have no item. And here's their little path. Kind of cool in here. Had to give them a floor because they kept falling through everything. But they're looking for this chest here, and this one. I left this one open because I ran out of carpet. So they pause at this one for a little bit. They have to open it. But the point with the ones on the inside, you know, they're looking for ones outside, and then they have to come in, and they might come out this other side over here. Or like you can see, they're on different routes. Like I don't think that these guys have gotten stuck. Heater pause. Let me turn this off, actually. I'm sorry. Okay. While I was paused, this cookie monster made his way in here and just threw me some cookies. So it definitely doesn't work when I'm in the area. Like, I don't think the song plays often enough. It's definitely not a full 30 seconds in between each playing, though. I timed that. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, the LA should be targeting the note blocks, but they're not sometimes, guys, which is kind of sad. But hey, it's nighttime. Alright, we could see these guys lighting stuff off. It's not super often, you know, but sometimes they'll hit a bunch in a row, depending on the paths they're taking. But it just looks so cool at night. Oh, we got one going off over there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's perfect. I just did red and green. Red and green balls for the snow globe and for the random tree lights. And then, I'm pretty sure I showed you this one, but the daylight sensors up here, I just stocked these up too, so they should be nice and full, yeah. They have a star-shaped yellow fireworks, so every night, you know, I have it set on night, this happens, and there's like 6 of them that all fire off. So, you know, like if it's, let's say it's nighttime when you get here, and you walk out this way, right when you get close enough to load those in, they all fire off at once, which is pretty cool to see. You know, just them all lighting off right around the star. Thought that was a nice little touch. But yeah, guys, we're calling Christmas Craft 2025 done. I love how it turned out. I do wish I got more done, you know. I had other ideas. Like, look at this, guys. I was going to do a whole big note block song down here. I was going to do Carol of the Bells, the full song. But then I learned about all these problems with note block songs on Realms, you know, very sad. That song sounded awesome too. You know Carol of the Bells, right? If you don't, look that up and just imagine like the full version in Minecraft. You know, it sounds so cool. There's a couple good tutorials out there I was gonna pick from too. But yeah. Oh, the presents under the tree. I got some presents under the tree, guys. I just did some random stuff. I got some coral fans to look like ribbons or whatever that stuff's called. Bows. Different colors and shapes. Some banners on some of them. Didn't do a crazy amount, but a decent amount, right? Merry Christmas, guys. This was a lot of fun. I think I did try to do a little too much too fast, and I got burnt out a couple times with this one. I'm going to try to avoid that in the future so I can really, you know, enjoy the builds, because that's what this is all about for me, guys. Oh, and then this one here, I had planned on having this whole thing where you like take a honey bottle from the golem, and that makes him walk in here to get more, and then he triggers a pressure plate, which plays the note block song. But like I say, we found out that that does not work. So we're gonna grab some logs, we're gonna close up the tree, and then I think that's it. I still gotta move a bunch of stuff to the new spot, guys. But that's where next episode's gonna start. At the new spot, where we're gonna start a fireworks factory and a circus. And the circus might not stay there forever, guys. It's a traveling circus, so it only might be there for a couple months and then it moves somewhere else. That just gives me the excuse to explore more of the world, you know, and not get tied down to one place for forever if I don't want to be. Or maybe that circus loves that spot and they end up staying there forever. Who knows? We'll see. What was I doing here? Some logs on the tree. Hose it up for good. Jingle bells. Play us out. Say goodbye to our zombie Nautilus ornaments. Hopefully nothing changes with their mechanics and they'll still be sticking around on the tree for next year. That would be awesome. Remember, we got quite a few of them here hanging up. Oral. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll see you before the new year, because we're building a fireworks factory for a ridiculous 2026 welcome in the new year fireworks Minecraft show. that's going to make the one I did at the Hogsmeade Parade look like child's play, guys. We are going to have a lot of fun with this one. So until then, Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your family. Make some good memories. Celebrate the old memories. Eat some good food. And love each other. See you next time.